You're getting ready to take your deposition in an injury case, and you're worried that the other lawyer is going to trick you. Is that really what the deposition is for? Hi, I'm Guy DiMartino. I am a Northwest Indiana personal injury lawyer, and today I would like to explain that typically other lawyers are not going into the deposition to trick you. Sometimes they ask poor questions, which may seem tricky. Sometimes they're very pedantic and ask you very specific questions, which may seem tricky. Other times they'll ask you questions in multiple ways, but it's really the same question, and they might ask it to you at the beginning of the deposition, at the middle of the deposition, and at the end of the deposition in a little bit different way, and they might be trying to test your memory, test the type of recollection that you have, test your veracity, but typically those questions are not tricky. The way that you can get around this and the way that you deal with questions is this way. They ask the question. You say to yourself, do I understand what is being asked? If you understood what was being asked, the question is not tricky. If you don't understand what is being asked, the question may be tricky. Could be a poor question from the other person. You don't want to assume that you know what is being asked. You want to say, hey, what do you mean? Hey, can you rephrase it? Hey, can you ask the question again? So that is your right as somebody who's going to take the deposition. Now, mind you, these are general rules, and generally, lawyers are not out to trick you. They're trying to get the facts of the situation. They're trying to pin in your testimony. They're trying to knock and clarify things. They want to pin down. Some lawyers, for instance, in automobile accident cases, especially when there's disputed facts regarding the accident, they might be very pedantic and they might ask you questions regarding time, space, distance, and many people are not good with those questions and they still try to answer them, and they'll say, well, how long were you sitting at the stop sign? You say, oh, a couple minutes. But really, who is stuck at a stop sign for a couple minutes? In your mind, it's a couple of moments. But you see, that's how things can be tricky. And the way that you can deal with these issues is in preparing for your deposition with your lawyer. That's generally speaking. On the other hand, there's always some jerks out there. There's always some lawyers who maybe do ask tricky questions, who think they're smarter than everybody else. But that's just a tendency of personality, and that's who this person would be, whether they were a lawyer, whether they're a doctor, whether they're an accountant, or whether they're a mechanic, or whether they work at the steel mill, or whatever they do. That's about personality. So as a general rule, lawyers are not out to trick you. They're out to test your memory. They're out to find out what happened. They're out to see what type of witness you're going to be. They're out to get the story and facts under oath. If you have any questions regarding a deposition, you can always reach out to me. I am Guy DiMartino, meeting you at the intersection of law and medicine. Have a great day.